The boy discovers a strange stone egg and uses a knife to crack open the top. He's shocked to see a bright blue glow inside, but then his mother calls for him, so he quickly leaves. What he doesn't know is that the stone egg starts moving on its own. That night, the boy returns and discovers that the stone egg has already cracked open. In the corner, he finds a tiny, strange creature. It looks like it came from the stone egg. The boy cuts a potato into pieces and feeds it to the little creature. To his surprise, the creature devours the potato. Within minutes, it starts treating the boy like its mother. From then on, the boy brings leftover food to the storage room every day, and the creature eats every last bite. But one day, the boy suddenly hears his sister screaming. He rushes over and discovers that the little creature is floating in her bath. The boy quickly explains that the creature is harmless and doesn't bite. Just then, the hungry creature makes a loud noise. Hearing this sound, a plumber arrives. The moment he sees the creature, he recognizes it. It's not an ordinary animal. It's a legendary water horse. The plumber warns that it should be returned to the lake because it will eventually grow as large as a dinosaur. And that's exactly what happens. The little creature constantly sneaks out looking for food. One day, it encounters a dog and becomes so frightened that it starts running around wildly. At the last second, it transforms itself into a statue and tricks the dog. Later, it spots a pond filled with fish. It immediately jumps into the water and starts eating like crazy. By the time the plumber finds it, the creature has grown more than 10 times larger in just one night. The plumber immediately wakes the boy. When the boy sees how enormous the water horse has become, he's completely shocked. The plumber brings a truck and transports it to the lake, but the water horse refuses to leave the boy and won't go into the water. Finally, the plumber pulls out a potato. The moment the creature sees it, he manages to lure it into the lake. A few days later, two old men are fishing on the lake. Suddenly, something huge gets caught on their fishing line. But it isn't a fish. It's the giant water horse. The creature starts pulling their small boat across the lake at incredible speed. One of the old men refuses to let go of his fishing rod. With no other choice, the other man cuts the fishing line, and they barely escape. One day, the boy takes a small boat onto the lake to find his old friend. But he has no idea that the tiny creature he once knew has now grown even bigger than a dinosaur. The boy climbs onto its back. The water horse takes him for a ride across the lake and suddenly leaps high out of the water. After playing together for a while, the creature brings the boy safely back to shore. But a soldier witnesses everything. That night, the soldier returns with a group of men to hunt the giant creature. As soon as their dog locates the water horse, the soldiers open fire. Angry and frightened, the creature dives deep into the lake before suddenly charging back up and flipping their boat over. It grabs one of the soldiers and starts shaking him violently. The boy runs toward them, desperately trying to stop the creature from hurting anyone. But suddenly, the boy slips and falls into the water. The moment the water horse sees him drowning, it immediately releases the soldier. It dives underwater and rescues the boy. But moments later, the soldiers begin firing explosive rounds at the creature. The boy quickly climbs onto its back and tries to guide it toward the open sea. Then one of the soldiers launches a massive net and traps the water horse inside the lake. The boy says a few final words to his friend before climbing off its back. The giant water horse slowly disappears into the depths of the lake.